Stick movement, what's up? Uh, well, here I am. I want to. I was asked to come and give a current events type of blog, kind of like a newscast thing. But the best thing I can do is tell you to watch the vid that I responded to, and then look to your news. Pay attention to the news in the near future. Apparently, the United States was threatened. Um, Let me say this. This is like something that I shouldn't. I hate to comment on stuff like this because my opinion is very, very biased, and so I mean there's a lot of room for argument with this story, and I think that they presented it in this way. The United States has been threatened, but not by Iran. We have been threatened once again by our own country. We were threatened by our own U.S. military. Not that I'm saying that the U.S. military was piloting the ships that sailed towards our military vessel. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is their portrayal of the event, their lack of full disclosure on the information. Why show us anything? I'm sure that ships ride past and threaten, and planes go into no-fly zones and things like that all the time, but they don't make the news. But when it's convenient for us to start disliking Iran, meaning that we might need to go and invade Iran before this next election, why is it that we get weird news like this? 2 to 3 ships. I watched the video, but I don't recall how many ships it was. They showed video. They said in a couple of these news reports, they said Iranian fast boats like these. Why tell us boats like these when you have the actual footage to show us? Why not just show us the ships, the boats, whatever they were? And you're telling me that all they have is this home video. This is the only footage they have. This multi-million-dollar ship that our tax money has paid for, and that is the best video, that's the highest quality video they have. You mean to tell me that they don't have something with a scope on it to show us the face of the person on the ship? I know that they have it, and what I don't understand is why they won't disclose things like that to us. They'll show us a home video and then tell us things that basically put you on alert, that basically tell you that, you know what, you need to be afraid. Just like we were afraid of anthrax, just like we were afraid of somebody performing some sort of attack during a Super Bowl or a World Series. They threatened us over and over with that. They showed us that camera, the video camera that had the thing to identify people. Like they could watch the security tapes and identify each person coming through and find somebody if they were a criminal of some sort. If they were on a wanted list, if their face was in the archives that they needed, if it was in the database, then they could go through the crowd and find people. You mean to tell me that they could do that with a ballpark security camera, but they can't do that on a United States Navy vessel? I know they can do it. Why do they do this to us? I don't know. But what I'm saying to you, stick movement, we have to be careful how we react to things like this. It's not to say that we should get mad at the government because they're tricking us, because they're trying to fool us. It's not saying that we need to be afraid of Iran and start speaking out against Iran. Now's the time to simply pay attention. Watch the news. Listen to what Bush has to tell you about the threat that Iran poses towards the United States and the rest of the world. I mean, I don't know how to stress this enough. They have video and then some radio transmission of them saying, "I am coming to you." And then they say that we will explode in a few minutes. And that's all they say. But it's so threatening. They're afraid now. This gigantic warship is afraid. They chose not to shoot those boats. I don't understand why the boats kept coming towards them. I have no answer for that. I don't understand how they didn't release a small boat to go after them and find out exactly who that was. If you just threatened the United States Navy ship, how do you just get away? Well, because it was out in Iranian waters and we're not allowed to this or that. We were threatened. They were threatening the United States ship. We were threatening to shoot if they kept coming towards them. We threatened to shoot. So what is the range? Why don't they tell us that? Why don't they say that, you know what, if that ship had come to this point, we would have had to take them out of the water? They should be able to identify the people on the ship. They should have been able to follow. If not, why are they in the water there? What are they doing in the Iranian water anyway? Why are we not hearing about it? Well, you know what? We are hearing about it, but why are we not paying attention to it? We've got an election coming up. We don't know who to vote for. We don't know why we're voting for them. And we don't even understand the process. How does the Electoral College work? Someone, Stick Movement, not Stick Movement posters, Stick Movement members and supporters, Stick Movement supporters that simply watch videos and make comments. Give us an email. Do some research and tell us how the voting process works in the United States. It sounds like a silly question. It sounds like it's something cut and dry. We don't understand a lot of things that our government does, but this is what we should understand. How our vote counts. How we're going to vote, and they're going to add up every single one of the votes, and then suddenly something will happen. When your state makes a decision, something happens. So we need to know exactly what's going to happen. I want to encourage others to get involved. Send us an email. You can send it to me at 305-636. Whatever you find, it doesn't matter. Send us something that shows us, because I've been looking for it and I can't find it, that tells you exactly what happens. I believe that I know what happens, but find something that tells us exactly what happens. Because I know I'm not supposed to understand U.S. military tactics and protocol and procedures. I'm not supposed to know that. But I think that if I'm expected to vote, I think that I should at least have a knowledge of what I'm doing when I do vote. Is my vote being counted or is it not? What is the Electoral College? Who makes up the Electoral College, and what exactly do they do? What do they do in a non-election year? Who are these people, and are they the ones electing our president, or is it our votes that are electing the president? So someone, just let me know. I know it's a simple answer, but I want information. If you have a book that explains it, go ahead and cite that book, because we can check that out. It doesn't have to be available online. Just cite the work. I'm asking for research. That's all I'm saying. I'm also doing the same research, but I haven't found something just definitive telling us what we're supposed to do. So if somebody knows of a book that's going to explain it, please let me know so I can go to the library or bookstore or order it online. But Stick Movement, what's up? We talked about injustice. If this is supposed to be a channel that's going to point out injustice, I think that we are doing ourselves a huge injustice if we're not educated as to what we're doing. So, anybody, let me know what you think, because on this Iran thing, and also about our election